The following is a special presentation of the First Horizon Greene Sports Zone. This is the Tommie's Plumbing Evan Monroe Show.
Welcome back to First Horizon's Greene Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Tommie's Plumbing Evan Monroe Show, where we cover everything on the range with the West Greene Buffaloes football team. We'll recap this past week's game up in Irwin at Gentry Stadium with Unicoi County, and we'll preview this week's last regular season game with Cumberland Gap to decide where the Buffaloes will finish in the standings and where they'll go in the postseason. But as always, we need to get a billboard spot in first, so we'll be right back after this quick break here on First Horizon's Greene Sports Zone.
The Tommie's Plumbing Evan Monroe Show is brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, by Tommie's Plumbing, and by First Horizon Bank.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
Welcome back to First Horizon's Greene Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Tommie's Plumbing Evan Monroe Show, where we cover everything out in Mosheim with the West Greene Buffaloes football team. As always, I'm joined here with Buffaloes head coach Evan Monroe. Coach, how's it going this week?
It's going all right, man.
It's a little nasty outside.
Yeah, it's cold, wet, rainy. Does not make for an enjoyable day.
No. So, sluggish start to everybody's Monday because of the weather out here, because weather like this doesn't give you any little bit of happiness. No sunshine, no warm weather. It's just dreary and cold and, not what you want during football season. Unfortunately, it might be like that all week.
I think it is. I looked at the forecast for the week, kind of prepare the week and see what all we need to do. And I think tomorrow's probably our best day, and then Wednesday is kind of nasty again, and then Thursday for game day kind of looking like some rain. So we'll see come Thursday what it looks like.
Speaking of Thursday, you've had 3 Thursday games this year.
Yeah.
You got one out of the way in week 2, and you had your second one this past week against Unicoi County this past Thursday night. Lost to the Blue Devils 42-0 in that one up in Irwin. Take me through that game from start to finish.
We knew coming in Unicoi was a really good football team. Their 2 losses are to 2 undefeated teams. And if you talk to the 2 teams they lost to, they're both like, we're very lucky to have won that ball game. So we knew coming in we had to play our best, and we had some guys beat up, dinged up that didn't play. And when you replace a senior with a freshman, it's a big drop, and it's hard to move the football. And we had a hard time getting going. First play of the game, Kyler Patterson has a great kickoff return, gets us into plus territory, gets us onto their side of the field, and I'm like, hey, we got a chance to go down here and kind of shock them a little bit. And then we go backwards 3 straight plays, punt, pin them inside the 10. I think it pinned them at the 5. And then, we made them – we didn't give up a big play. We made them have to drive the length of the field. I think they had to convert at least 1 4th down. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. But they had to convert a 4th down and drive it 95 yards to score. So, for as young as we were, or are, and as many young guys as we had in there Friday night, I thought for the first quarter we played really, really well. Because after the first quarter we're only down 7-0. I'm like, hey, we're kind of in this ball game.
Same scenario as the week before with Happy Valley.
Yeah, the week before with Happy Valley, it's 5 minutes to go in the half. We're down 14-0, and then the self-implosion happened. And we never really self-imploded. We just never really got going. Offensively, when you're having to play offensive line roulette, you're just trying to find 5 healthy guys that kind of know what they're doing to stick out there. I mean, Kenneth DeBoard's been out for a month. Leland's been out. Leland Payne was out last week. Peyton Hilton went out after the first quarter with his back. And then Tucker's missed a couple games with his hip. So we've gotten to the point in the season where guys are beat up, dinged up, and unfortunately the dents and dings that we've got guys can't play on it. Like, you can play with some bumps and bruises. Everybody does at this point in the year. But the stuff that's happened has been major things that guys can't play with. But there's a couple young guys that really stepped up and played really, really well. Ethan White come back this week. He's a senior. He's not a young guy, but I want to kind of highlight him. He got his first career sack here. So Friday night he kind of coming back off an ankle injury. So for him, he come in and played a pretty decent ball game for us. His first game back in a few games. And then a couple young guys, and Brody Lance stepped up big time, started at nose guard for us, and played a little offensive line towards the end of the game. And then Avery Johnson, same thing, had step in, played some O-line as a freshman, played some D-line, ended up with 2 sacks on the night as a freshman. That's pretty darn good. So I think at one point we had, I think it was 6 or 7 underclassmen on the field. And when I say underclassmen, that's freshmen and sophomores. Yeah. So the future's, we've got potential in the future, but right now we've taken our lumps this year. It's not fun to sit and talk about because, I mean, it's a failure of me as a coach that we've not been able to finish out a game and get a win. But, this week we've got a chance to do that. We're finally back against some – I mean, when you look at the last 3 games we've played, they're combined, I think, what is it? We're 9 games in. So 9-0, that's 18 plus 7-2. So that's 26-2. 25-2.
Yeah.
I'm a gym teacher, not a math teacher. So combined 25-2 in the last 3 weeks. Pretty darn good. So it's the first time in a few weeks where I think there's a little excitement because it's like, hey, we've got a real chance this week to go out and get us a win against Gap.
And back here on the range on another Thursday night. So that's the good news is you had a game on Thursday night last week. Now you get another Thursday night game. So you're a little bit more prepared now that you're going back-to-back weeks into Thursday, and it'll probably be wet and rainy like it is today. So that's a good thing is you get to prepare for the weather conditions that you'll probably play in on Thursday night.
And if it's wet and rainy, I think it plays into us a little better. They're a little pass happy, and they've got some guys that can run. If it's slick and nasty and that ball's wet, quarterback can't quite hang on to it. Maybe ball bounces our way once this year.
Hey, when it's a game like that, you never know. When it comes down to Week 11 now, West Greene and Cumberland Gap will play here in Mosheim on the range on Thursday night. That will decide who finishes 3rd and who finishes 4th in Region 1 2A and who gets to travel where in the playoffs. We'll talk about that a little bit more after this on the back half. So, as always, we need to get a sponsor break in first. So we'll be right back after these quick commercials here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
Tommie's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommie's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommie's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-Cities.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Tommie's Plumbing Evan Monroe Show, where we cover everything here in Mosheim with the West Greene Buffaloes football team. As always, I'm joined here with West Greene head coach Evan Monroe. So you're back on the range this week. It feels like it's been way too long since you've been here at home in Mosheim, and you've got, you could say, the most important game of the season now, because it's week 11, it's Cumberland Gap. It's the game that'll decide who finishes third and who finishes fourth in the conference. You're hungry for a win. I know they're hungry to not finish dead last like they have for many years now in the conference. You get this game here at home. It's another short week on Thursday. What do you expect on Thursday night?
You know, they bring a great passing attack into this game. They've got 3 guys that wear bright colored cleats that they're easy to spot.
Well, usually is easy to spot.
I mean, when they're wearing all black uniform at home, and they've got bright lime green cleats, bright orange cleats, and bright pink cleats. It's easy.
One color away from being a pack of highlighters.
Yeah, I mean they are definitely bright. You know, I call them green cleats. I think it's number 3. I think it's their quarterback's favorite target. Big, tall kid, runs a good route. Quarterback gives him a chance to go get it. They've got a good size O-line. So, you know, they can pass block pretty well give that quarterback enough time to the timing's there where as soon as that guy's coming out of the break, ball's in the air, and they can make some plays with it. So, you know, our secondary guys and linebackers even have got to be ready this week to cover, because they attack vertically. They'll throw a little bubble, a little tunnel screen out there and try to get their guys the ball in space and let them work. Defensively, they mix it up. Sometimes it's odd down. Sometimes it's even down. 3 down, 4 down linemen. But they bring a lot of pressure. They're man-to-man usually up on the outside and bringing somebody just about every play. So our offensive line's got their work cut out for them this week, and picking up some stunts and blitzes from the defense, and really got a lot of work to do just to see if we can move the ball. You know, the last couple of weeks we've struggled a little bit, but I think this week we've come to work and have a good game plan ready, and we go execute like I know we can. We've got to give ourselves a chance, but if we go out and execute, it doesn't matter what we do.
And I know we talked about how you might be playing in the same conditions you'll practice in, and that might benefit you on Thursday night. Yeah. Another thing I want to ask how much it benefits you is playing back-to-back Thursday games, because each team usually gets a Thursday game on their schedule during a season. Not many teams get 2. Rarely ever do you get 3, and 2 of those end up lining up back-to-back weeks. So how much does that benefit you that you get 2 Thursday games back-to-back? Because it's kind of like just a Friday back-to-back.
Realistically, we didn't practice on Friday, so it gave our guys Friday, Saturday, Sunday to rest and recover. Give them, you know, we're beat up, so that extra day of rest and recovery is great. Gives us a chance to get those guys that are injured some extra rehab, get them some time to just get healthy. So I'm hoping this week we come in and we've got guys healthy, and we can come in and we're full steam ahead with everybody ready to play. And you know, it doesn't really change our schedule a whole lot. So you know, for us, we just you know, Thursday it's just bumped up a day. We're kind of pros at it at this point. We kind of know what to expect, how to do it, and what our guys know what to expect. So it's kind of nice to have back-to-back weeks. But, you know, I understand why we're playing on Thursday. We played on Halloween last year. Tito Les AA said, if you played on Halloween last year, you won't this year. And I'm thankful for that, because last year, man, I had to miss spending time with my kids, taking them trick-or-treating and do all the fun things that you get to do as a dad when your kids are little. So, you know, that's one thing that I am thankful for this year, that it's on Thursday instead of Friday, so I do get to go do all the Halloween festivities with my kids on Friday night, man. I missed that last year. So,
Before you get to those Friday night activities, Thursday night you've got Cumberland Gap. Here at home, senior night. Didn't mention that also. I almost forgot about senior night. So real quick right there, I know we don't have as much time and you've got a few seniors out there. Talk about each of them and everything that they've meant to this program and the time that they've spent here.
I don't think we can.
We'll save each one of them for next week or the week after if you just want to run through them all as a unit.
Okay. Well, this group of seniors, man, there's several guys that have played for 4 years, or 3 years, So, and some of these guys I've been coaching since they were in middle school and 6th grade. This is a group of guys that I've been around for a long time. They've been around me for a long time. I've coached them. They're almost an extension of me on the field at some point, because the things that I'm saying to them that they've heard me coach are the things that they're telling these freshmen and sophomores, these younger guys. This is what we're doing. This is how to do it. This is how we fix things. And so, we've got some first or second year guys. We've got some 4-year guys. You've got some. It's a big Mod Podge of guys. But man, I enjoy coaching these guys. These guys come to work every day with a good attitude, and even if we've not had the success on the field we've wanted, these seniors, man, they mean the world to me. I love those kids. You spent the better part of 6 or 7 years with those guys. I don't quite. It's hard to put into words what those guys how special that group is to me. So I guess next week we'll go through them one by one.
I made sure to make a note right there that we'll mention them next week. But senior night Thursday night.
Thursday night.
So weird.
Senior night festivities will be before the game. So we'll go through all of that, and then we'll hopefully get the game rolling, and hopefully, there is one senior I want to specifically mention.
Go for it.
And that's Mason, the Big Tuna Maxwell. Big Tuna is officially a senior this year, and so he's told me that he's in a program where they can stay till they're 21. He said, "I ain't coming back." So, Big Tuna graduating this year, and so. It's hard. It's going to be weird not having the Big Tuna running around here the next few years, because he's a big part of this program and
school in general.
Yeah. I expect him to still be around, but just not as involved as he is right now. So shout out to you, Big Tuna.
Hopefully have him on here in a few weeks.
Big Tuna will be on here on our final one, so everybody will get a good dose of tuna next few weeks. So.
Got Cumberland Gap on Thursday night, hunting for a win to get that third seed going into the playoffs. Whenever you take the field on Thursday night when it's wet and rainy, what are the 3 keys of the game that you need to carry out?
We got to execute offensively. We've spit and sputtered the past couple weeks, and we've seen glimpses of our offense and what it can be. But then we'll have glimpses of what happens when we're not executing well. So for us, we've got to execute. We've got to go out and we got to do what we're coached to do every single play, no busted plays, and we got to control the line of scrimmage. Offensive execution boils down to that front 5. If you're not executing on that offensive line, you're going backwards every play, and that's what happened against Unicoi last week. So offensive execution's got to be up there. I think we got to get a pass rush this week, make their quarterback uncomfortable. If you give him all day to throw, he'll pick you apart. But you get after him a little bit. I think if we can get a little pressure on him, get him maybe a little flusher, try to get the ball out of his hand quicker than he wants it to be. You can maybe make a big play in the secondary. And then special teams. We got to win special teams battle. We've had bust on special teams past couple of weeks, so we got to come out this week and play a really clean game on special teams.
All right, looking to get that win on Thursday night to give yourself that 3rd position in the region going into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's huge.
It is huge, but hey, until next time, I think that's all I got, unless there's anything else you've got.
I think that's it.
All right, man. I appreciate it once again. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Tommie's Plumbing Evan Monroe Show. We look forward to seeing you next time here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
Go Buffs.